Hello, and we're back. In Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. That opening is very loud. I guess I will restart the chapter. Roadside battle. Battle on the side of the road. We're more on the road, to be honest. I mean, that's... Ooh, a level 1 mage. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. This is a pretty reasonable first move, I think. Little bit of damage, but that's okay. 69 experience. Beautiful. So we gotta try and feed Soren a little, it looks like. 15, that would leave him with 6. I could guard him with like a Titania placement, probably. Pretty sure I did 6. Did like 9, right? 7, okay. These are level 7 soldiers. This should like almost be a level on its own. Honestly. With the disparity. Oh. I believe I have crashed. Well, that wasn't very far in. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're back in. Okay, we're fine. I didn't read any of that because I don't know what it means. We seem fine though. And those lance units have more movement than I thought they might. Like, to the point where I kind of feel like I have to do this, or Rice is in a lot of danger. So let's do that. It's not ideal, but I'm only playing on normal, so not every decision has to be ideal. Okay, them attacking Shinon is nice, because I can just heal him with Rise now, as well. In Dice experience, y'all. This is good, because Gatry might get you low enough for Shinon to take you out. Or just kill you with the crit. The big poke. That's good experience for him. That's not the end of the world by any means. This is not great. Hiya, yeah. Well, not the most ideal turn. She might actually even get... Actually, yeah, Archer will probably attack with Ike, which is good. 4 damage? 2. Even less. Even better. Okay, Lance is technically good against Sword, but you're probably only going to single me. You miss. And I should double you for 6. So 12 total. Okay. Oh my lord, these fucking soldiers have so much movement. I think maybe that's something I underestimate about the soldier class in general. It's a lot of movement. Do you even get a soldier in this game? I don't know if you do. Oof. It's a lot of damage. Okay. I can get the archer. The archer is lower level though, so why would I want to? Is the question you have to ask yourself. I'm guessing the level of the unit you defeat has some determination on experience. Not the best level in the world. Weapon level up is good though. 24 is a lot. Seven and 7 is good. Was that a crit? No. That's just what magic looks like in this game? Or adept? Does Soren have adept? I feel like Soren has adept. Yeah. The iron bow is not enough. The steel bow is. And with an A rank and Shinnon's speed, I didn't have to think about him not doubling with it. So that's good. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, thinking about this, I think this series is interesting in a few ways. One, so far, not overly tactically difficult. So it kind of leaves me some room to talk about whatever. So one thing that I've been getting interested in lately, and where I've been doing during like my slight breaks between recording so that my room doesn't overheat and I die, is I have been watching some Formula 1. So you can go to like the Formula 1 archive. I'm hoping Rice doesn't just die to this level 3 bowman. Okay, he's fine. There we go. That's all I needed to know. And you can watch old F1 seasons pretty much in their entirety from what I've seen for a lot of seasons. So I've been watching some older seasons, trying to get into the sport, and watch a bit this season live with that subscription fee. It's like $10. So I've been doing that, and so far I actually really have been quite enjoying it. There's some interesting tactical stuff that goes on in F1 that I don't think I understood to a full sense. Like, pit stop strategy is, to an extent, obvious, but there's stuff that's a lot deeper than that, including, like, not just the engineering of the car, but, like, tire usage. I didn't know tires were such a huge thing in F1. Like, I understood, like, from my basic understanding of how a car works, you need to... excuse me, it's getting a little later in the day. You need to swap the tires in a car, because the rubber starts to wear down, and it tends to not be as grippy, and you can get a lot of kind of fishtailing when your tire grip is not where it needs to be. Oh, he's gonna get shot at by an archer, isn't he? And he's gonna kill that poor archer. Oh well. So, but beyond that, like, they have different compounds, so different materials that the tires are made out of. And the whole interaction of a softer tire giving you better grip but having less time on the road generally because it wears out faster is really interesting to me. Like, the idea that your fastest tire tends to last the least amount of time. Is a pretty interesting idea. And it adds a deeper layer of strategy. Now, other than trying to get into F1 in my quarantine time, I have spent a lot of free hours reading again. I love to read. I'm a massive... Oh, that's a night... Okay. Oh. Is this a night killer? I think it's a lance, like a horse killer, right? It's because this is the class knight, which is why I was worried for a moment there. But whatever. Sorry. Massive fantasy fan. Been getting back into it a lot during quarantine. And a series that I really want to recommend if you're into some, like, modern setting, old-fashioned fantasy fun, would be the Dresden Files. It's not, like, fine literature, but do you really want it to be? You just want it to be a good time, you know? And it does a very good job at being a good time. Sardonic characters, quick wit, and a fucking brain-numbing pace. Like, things are always flying in that season. Nothing slows the pace down for very long. It's kind of insane, actually. Ooh. Soren does not kill. Soren does kill there. So let's do that. I've also been reading the... God, I can never remember the name. It's like right in front of me. The Stormlight Archives, again, by Brandon Sanderson. Good series. Borders on fine art. If you're familiar with the fantasy genre, you can think of it as another take on something like the Wheel of Time series. Would probably be the best way to describe it. And that's quite a fun read. Both of those series, actually. You're nothing more than a bunch of ragtag sellswords. Who are you to oppose Dane? You're so terribly ignorant of your position in this world. You refuse to listen to us, and then you attack without provocation. Is this the way of the Daean army? You're a cheeky little monkey, aren't you? Once you're dead, you'll regret sassing me. I don't think you're gonna kill me. I don't think I do much damage to you, either, to be fair to myself, but... Oh... 7 times 3 is 21, so unless I crit on both, I would not kill him. We're gonna take out this guy with Soren. So, oh, Adept. I always should remember that. Adept can happen. I don't know when it happens. It says under certain conditions. I don't know if that's just like random, though, or if there are actually conditions that do it. 0 times 2. 8 times 2. Oh, it's particularly good against knights, actually. Interesting. Yeah, it's effective against knights and armor. So 8 times 3 is 24. If I crit, I would kill it. Kill him. But I'm only gonna do 20 damage. Less, actually, 16. Without a crit. 10 and 10 is 20. Unlikely that she'll crit. She's not a big crit unit. Which will you prove to be? Perhaps you'll offer me some entertainment. If you attacked us because you thought we were with the Crimean army, you made a mistake. I left my post years ago. Now I'm nothing more than a common mercenary. That means nothing to me. You're not of Dayan, you're armed, and you're here. It's our job to destroy you. Simple, wouldn't you say? Come, dog, prepare yourself. I'd just as soon avoid this bloodshed, but that seems unlikely. If that's the way it is, I'll not hold back. This guy is useless compared to Titania. Very strong unit, by the way. Let's finish this. 8 and 8. The crit on the first one. Wretched curse. You'll regret your decision to oppose Dane. That was a nice way of ending it. I liked that crit animation to cut down this pompous fool. Exactly a level. That's 10? 9. Could I get little strength? Less magic, more strength, please. Did we suffer any casualties? Any wounded or dead? No. Excellent. Well done. I don't know. Taking out those Dayan soldiers may have been a bad move. Hey, Shinon, what are you doing? The swine's got some nice weapons. Besides, he ain't gonna complain. He won't need them where he's going. Shinon, get a hold of yourself. We can't afford such behavior right now. Steal from the dead on your own time. What, you judgmental little... Soren, Shinon, stop this at once. This is no place for us to waste time bickering amongst ourselves. Let's clear out of here. We have to tell the commander what happened. Let's take this road. We should be able to cut through the forest and... Huh? Something wrong? No, as I said, this road... Wait, Ike, I just saw something move on the far side of that thicket. A wounded soldier, perhaps? Let's go have a look. Careful now. Oh, no. Did you find anything, Rice? It's a woman. Leave her. We shouldn't get involved in matters that don't concern us. Elincia! Ahaha. Okay, so this is why she has so much trust in Ike. Oh. Thank goodness. It looks like she's merely fainted. Right, we better take her with us for now and make sure she's alright. Give me a hand, will you, Rice? Of course. I don't like this. Okay, Sworn, you asshole. I would like to save. Chapter 5. Flight. Are we heading to Benyon? 'Cause that's what happens, right? Oh, live steel sparring? Father, brother, it's that lady Ike rescued. She's awake. Really? Come, let's greet our guest. So, how are you feeling? Oh, I'm fine, and you are? The name's Grail. I'm the commander of this mercenary company. My Lord Grail, you're the one who came to my aid, are you not? I don't know how to thank you. Hold on, the one who found you and brought you here is my son, Ike. If you want to thank someone, thank him. No, please, that's not... Lord... Ike, was it? You have my gratitude. Oh, pardon my bluntness, but I have some questions for you. Tell me, who are you? What were you doing in that place? The place where Ike found you was evidently the site of a fierce battle between Crimean and Dayan forces. Do you have some relation to the Crimean royal family? I make no promises, but we may be able to help you. Will you share your story with us? You took me in and cared for me. I will place my trust in you. My name is Elincia Riddell Crimea. I am the daughter of King Ramon of Crimea. Huh? You say you are the princess of Crimea? Yes. That's an odd claim to make. I've never heard of King Crimea having any children. That is to be expected. My heritage, my very existence, has never been made public. Why's that? To avoid national turmoil. You see, I was born after my uncle, Lord Renning, was named as successor to the throne, so... They kept you a secret to avert a possible blood feud. Yes, I'm willing to accept that for the time being. Very well, let's suppose that you truly are Princess Crimea. You must know what's become of the king and your uncle. I'd like to hear that news. My father and my mother are dead. They fell at the hand of Ashnard, king of Dayan. My lord uncle and the royal knights are still battling the Dayan army, I believe. I see. I fled the castle to follow my lord uncle's orders and seek refuge in the kingdom of Gallia. Okay, so it's actually the same name. Interesting. In Gallia? Yes, we believed that King Carnegus would grant me sanctuary, so that's where I was going. But we were discovered by Dayan troops, and I lost my escort of knights. My life, the life I have now, was purchased with the blood of those brave knights. Does King Dayan know of your existence? Yes, I was told the royals of each nation were informed of my identity in the event of dire circumstances. If that's the case, they must be searching frantically for you. Master Grail, my lord Ike, you said that you were mercenaries, did you not? Please, would you help me to gain Gallia? Beg of you, I have no one else to turn to. Princess Crimea, truly. Father spoke to her as if he believed she were telling the truth. I see. What is it, Titania? It's nothing, I was just remembering something from the past. From the past? Back when you were still a Crimean royal knight. What? How do you know about that? A long time ago, I overheard Shinon and some others talking about it. They keep such loose tongues. Was it a secret? No, it wasn't, but much like I have more experience than you, I also have many more things to worry about. Like Princess Crimea? Well, yes, I myself was unaware of the princess's existence, but now that I think about it, she does bear a striking resemblance to both the king and queen. So she probably is the true princess. I wonder what Father will do. Will he take on her request? We've got trouble! Outside, there are soldiers! A lot of them! What? Is everyone here? Yes. Commander, what are the Dane dogs saying? Turn over Princess Crimea and leave the area immediately. Comply now or we will attack. Pretty straightforward. What are we going to do? That's what we're here to decide. One thing has been made clear by the arrival of our friends outside. So I would say this confirms her identity as Princess Crimea, wouldn't you? Yes, but what do we do now? I'd like to hear the opinion of everyone here. Titania, I'd like to hear from you first. The blame for this war rests on Dayan. If we ally ourselves with them, the company's reputation will surely suffer. Conversely, if we deliver Princess Crimea safely, our stock will rise in the eyes of our primary employers. Our road is clear. Soren, how about you? There's nothing to think about. We must deliver the princess to Dayan immediately, even if Crimea is in the right. We are mercenaries. Our actions are dictated only by self-interest. If we want to ensure our future, we need Dayan in our debt. They will win this war after all, and nothing else serves us better. Shinon, Gatry, Soren's a pompous, superior whelp, but he's got the right idea. Besides, the destination's Gallia, so it's a moot question. I don't care how much we get paid, there's no way under the sun I'm going to stinking beast country. Princess Alencia, she does possess a certain regal beauty. There's a lot to be said for that, you know. However, I do prefer country girls, a bit cuter, not quite so standoffish. Oh, forget I said that. Whatever, you decide is good for me, Commander. Yep, yep. Oscar Boyd? I agree with Captain Titania. If we turn the princess over to the Dayan army, we're essentially giving them permission to kill her. I'm in favor of helping her. That's what heroes are supposed to do. Well, Rice, what's your opinion? I believe that none of this hinges on whether she's a princess or not. Refusing to aid someone in need is not something we should ever do. That's what I think. That's right, let's help her. Please, we have to help her. You know, what about you, Ike? I agree with Titania. I say we help her and take her to Gallia. I see. I think I know where you all stand. Well then, here's my decision. We escort the princess to Gallia. Are you sure that's for the best, Father? Yes, besides, I think the choice has been taken out of our hands. What? Open your ears and listen, all of you! Huh? What is it? I don't hear a thing. Idiot, that's the problem. Don't you think that's a bit odd? Complete silence in all four directions. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. Not only are the animals quiet, but the bugs are silent too, and that is unnatural beyond belief, which means we're surrounded. The soldiers aren't waiting for an answer. They already decided to attack. It would appear they had no intention of keeping their side of the proposed bargain. They were planning on lull us into a false sense of security and destroying every one of us. Probably so, but the deal is, we're not so naive or inexperienced to fall for their trap. Everyone, take your positions. We're going to settle this right now. I'll go and hold the rear entrance. Ike, you're in command here. Don't let the enemy take the front. Got it. Be careful, Commander. I'll give it a shot. Reporting in, sir. The Mauritians have taken up arms and formed up in the Bailey. Oh, so they've sniffed out our plan, have they? Which means they're not an opponent that will be easily fooled. We'll need something special. Shall we continue with the planned attack? No, Princess Crimea is somewhere within that fort. If we use flaming arrows to try and smoke them out, we might bring the princess to harm. We've been told to do our best to deliver her alive and uninjured. It would be preferable if they were to come out of their own accord. If they do, slay all but the princess. Yes, sir. Okay, this looks like a defense map. We're gonna save. And I'll be back for part 5. See you tomorrow.